Hi, Simple Life Ministry, Lorna here, back at you with another video. Today we are going to, I was talking to my friend Marvet, and I was saying, what can I do? And she said, do some pumpkin rice. And I said, yeah, okay, so here it is today. I'm doing some pumpkin rice for you. My husband just asked me, what is pumpkin rice good for? It's not, I can't say it's good for anything specific. It's just another variety of cooking your rice. Instead of making the rice with just the rice and peas or just plain out rice, you could just make seasoned rice where you could put some cabbage in it, or this way now I'm making it with pumpkin. So it's just another way of twist and turning to give the different varieties on your table, to your palate. Okay, so let's just jump right in. This is the pumpkin. Oh, look at this. Look at this, family. It's so rich. I like when you cut the pumpkin and you see like it's sweating. You can see the water coming from it. This was homegrown, not by me, but by a very good friend of mine. What we have done with the seeds in the past was to take them out, wash them off, season them, and roast them in the oven. So if you have too much to replant, you can always season them with different spices and make a snack out of them. So, okay, that's the pumpkin, but that's not the one we are using today. Today we have a different one because I had some leftovers in the fridge. So what we have here, family, we have some onions, some scallions, some, you know, the usual suspect. When you're cooking a Jamaican meal, you always have your onion, scallion, your thyme, your garlic. I throw in some ginger, some onion flakes that I make, some pimento, and I put in a cup of scotch bonnet. And this is, I have there on my channel a homemade seasoning. You could check that out too. So in here, family, I have some coconut milk. So I'm gonna go in now and just pour all the seasoning in the pot. I don't want to use butter or oil because the coconut milk, you could also use water, but I find the coconut milk will give it a nice flavor. So this is here now. I have the coconut milk in the pot, yes. So I just go like this and twist and turn it, family, and make it saute and come together. After it's come together and you can smell the flavors coming together with the coconut milk, you go in now and you put your, I put 1 cup of, but the recipe will be in the description box. I go in and I pack the measuring cup with the pumpkin. And to me, family, in order to get this pumpkin rice taste good, I want to season up the pumpkin. I don't want to just throw everything in there and just throw in the rice. You want the pumpkin to saute up with the seasoning to gather the flavor from the seasonings. So when the rice is added to it, it's gonna all taste beautifully nice, tastes good. So what I wanted to show you is when you peel the pumpkin, I use my shredder here to shred it. You could dice it, but you would have to make sure that you dice it pretty small. To me, but I like shredding it because I want all of it to be properly cooked and incorporated in the rice. So I shred it with the shredder here. So you come back here now and you just keep on stirring it. You can cover it for a bit and let it let it steam up together and come together nicely. After it cook for a bit like this now, you can go in with the coconut milk. This is some freshly made coconut milk, which I blended myself. Okay. Oh yeah, with some help in chopping out the coconut. I cannot take all the credit for myself. Thank you, sir. And then now, after it come on here now, and the coconut is cooked a bit, like you see it's boiling up, and you taste it. Taste, because you know, Simple Life, whenever you taste your food whenever it's cooking, because however it tastes now, that is how it's gonna taste when it's finished. You want to make sure it have all the right spices, all the right salt, and the salt I'm going to use in this is the black salt. Instead of using the pink Himalayan, I'm using the black, because I like the flavor that it gives to the food. Certain dishes that calls for salt, you can always use the regular pink salt. But when you're cooking something different and you want to kick up that flavor, you try using that black salt, and you will find the difference. So it's starting to come now, like it's going to boil. I know it tastes good because I did it before and I have the exact measurement, so I know how it tastes. So here now, family, you season it up. You have your coconut milk, your scallion, your thyme, your scotch bonnet, your little ginger, all the things that you love to put in your rice and peas, except some people might use ketchup. You don't want that in this one, but season it up nicely. I have made it before with corn, and you could make it with cabbage, but I'm learning to go simple, so I don't want to add those in here. This is just plain simple pumpkin rice. So after now it's coming together, see the bubbles? It's bubbling here now. Then I'm gonna go ahead, this is 2 cups of quinoa. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in and stir that up. Okay. The problem with pumpkin rice, it is very easy to get very, what you would say, pucky. So I like to go with less water, and if anything I add more after. So after leaving it like this, because you have to remember that the pumpkin is shedding water too. So you go like this now, and I'm just gonna leave it. Stay right there. Just stay right there for me, please, while I get this hot cover here. So I'm gonna leave it, and you wanna turn down the fire, family. Turn down the fire and allow it to just take its time and steam, because if you hurry the fire, you will find that you have some that is cooked and some that is not cooked. So you have to turn it down and let it take its own time and simmer. After you go back in and you see that it's drying out, and it may look like it needs more water, but don't be quick to add water to it. What you will do, you will get a parchment paper and make sure it's wide enough to cover the whole rice, and you cover down the rice and put back the cover in and leave the fire on the lowest and let it steam up. The water that this is gonna bring will finish, steam it up and cook it up nicely. Do not put plastic or foil paper, because those are not healthy. Try to get the parchment paper to use for that. So that is that for now, and let me show you the one. And after it's cooked now, that's when I like to add my salt to it and stir it up and taste it up. Okay, so here now, see here now, Simple Life, this is the one that I cooked before. See how it may look like I didn't have enough water in here, but because it sweats and the parchment paper, it helps it to sweat the water and it will finish cook it up. So you don't have to worry to say that, to add more water to it. And one thing I have to point out to you is that can you see? Is that it depends also on the pumpkin that you use. If the pumpkin that you use is more rich, then for sure you're going to get a richer, a more pumpkiny, more orangey color pumpkin rice. Some people will say, why don't you add some turmeric to it? But I don't want to add the turmeric. You know, I just wanted to do the pumpkin rice, because that's what, you know, I'm doing. And family, the less ingredients you put in your food, the less work your tummy will have to do to work on all the differences and to digest it. So I'm just gonna do this. And when you do this, because you have the coconut milk and all that goodies, you don't need to add, you don't even need to add a meat to it if you don't want to. You don't even have to. You can just have a salad with this. Hold on, I'm trying to make it. Okay, so this is how I cup it out. And so now if you were wanting to make some beans with this, you could just add the beans and add your salad and you would be good to go. So here it is, Simple Life, my simple pumpkin rice. I hope that you try it, and I hope that your family and you will be blessed by making it. So let me go ahead and try it. I did not add my salt to this one as yet. Oh, very nice. When you're eating your food, you don't want to have too much things on your plate. You don't want to have too many things, because you won't get to taste the goodness of the ones that you already put in here. I can taste the creaminess of the coconut milk, and I didn't make it watery. I made it strong so that I can get the richness from it. So family, that is all for now. Please remember to like this video, to share it, and to subscribe if you have not done so yet. And be blessed. Bye for now.